the situation worse. Cause you wanna take advantage and control of the things that I manage to keep under control. Like my happiness, my family, and all of my music, my music, my music, my music, yeah. You had it all, you chose to abuse it, abuse it, abuse it, abuse it. So I'm tearing this and everything else between me and what I wanna do to pieces. I'm tearing you and everything else between me and you to memory. I'm so good now, even after everything that you did. Still alive and kicking. Better now, I'm awake now, I can see everything in front of me. I'm so good now, even after everything that you did. Still alive and kicking. Better now, I'm awake now, I can see everything in front of me. What's wrong with me? You wanna know what's wrong with me? I can ask you the exact same thing. What's wrong with me? You wanna know what's wrong with me? I could ask you the exact same thing. I have my opinion and you have yours. You don't have to like mine, cause I don't like yours. I have my opinion and you have yours. You don't have to like mine, cause I don't like yours. What's wrong with you? I wanna know what's wrong with you and why this doesn't make sense to you. What's wrong with you? I wanna know what's wrong with you and why this doesn't make sense to you, to you, to you, to you. I'm stronger now, even after everything that you did. Still alive and kicking. Ooh, I'm better now, I'm awake now, I can see everything in front of me. I'm stronger now, even after everything that you did. Still alive and kicking. Ooh, I'm better now, I'm awake now, I can see everything in front of me now. Now I see everything in front of me now. Now I see everything in front of me
We've lost our minds. I won't lie, I can't believe I heard you say we've reached rock bottom. There is no love, that's why I'm giving up. I'm sorry about this ends today. I never thought we could get so low, and now I'm letting you go, and I'm blaming you for everything. These are the words that I need you to know. The truth is starting to show. Why I'm blaming you for everything.
Alright, let's see if I remember this track. Honestly, I don't really remember, but we'll go around slowly. First couple of laps. They'll get the hang of it, and then we'll try to string together 5 valid laps and see what our average lap time is, and then compare it to the Audi. So I've set up our team server with the exact same server settings as would be on the race server for Yep, I'm going off again, as usual, on this track. I'm gonna maybe have to look at a track guide to refresh my mind on how to take these corners here, because they are quite difficult. Yep. Again. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember that there are like 5 corners that are really awkward, where you go off very easily. So I have all the averages. Like, there are a few requirements to register. I do have the average 5 lap average lap time for the yes, there's the sausage curve. To be able to register, and picture of my safety rating. All I really need to figure out now is whether I want to take the McLaren or the Audi. I will be missing 4 races out of 12, so yeah, we'll break very early here. Try to get a clean lap to begin with. I have finished a race here where I had more clean laps than non-clean laps, but still, it was a while ago. I don't like, once you get the hang of this track, it's really nice, but until you do get the hang of it, it's very frustrating. Very frustrating. So just gonna spend some time learning this track, and then figuring out whether I feel more comfortable with the Audi or the McLaren. I think ultimately it's gonna be the decisive factor will be this track, because the other tracks I have done before, the difference in raw pace is not going to be much different, honestly. Like, for example, around Laguna, I'm gonna be about the same pace in both cars. It's not gonna be too much difference. I'm gonna need very good results in the races that I do, because that I attend, because I will miss 4 races. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the pits and watch a track guide real quick. You can watch with me if you want. Well, you don't have a choice. So we'll just watch a track guide real quick on Snetterton. so I can get a sense of let's
So this
first,
final.
let's first look at
Hey, it's Brennan, and here we are for the final lap, guys.
we can just mute this. Lines and breaking point may vary. Yep, we know. Okay. Do we have it on HD? Yeah. I thought so. So we want to brake just before the turn board. Okay. Ah, that makes sense. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Second apex. Avoid the bumps. Yep. And then here again, second brake, second board. You want to brake just before it. And then get a car to turn in, use all the concrete on the exit, and brake just before. So there's a trend going on here where you brake just before the turning board. This is a pretty fast track, I will say. It's just that if you get it wrong, you are off the track so quickly. Going beyond the white line here is out of track limits. Okay, so white line is track limits, not the curb there. Just before the one board, I guess. Okay, so basically, okay, let's move that out of the way for a second. So if we go back, coming up to the first corner, let's take the first few corners. So between the first marker board and the turn-in board, double apex on the first turn. You want to be on the throttle mid corner to power through the second apex. And then 2 board. I'm gonna have to watch this quite a few times. Okay, we'll go out and try again. We'll go out and try again. I feel like I wanna nail the first, like, these corners here, and once I'm done with all these corners here, then I can do this part here. So we'll go out and try again. We'll do 102. That's fine. Okay. And that video is quite old, so it might have been changed, but I don't think so. So here, yep, nope, that's the second board. Second board for the hairpin. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Nope. Too late on the brakes every single time. I'm starting slowly to get the hang of it. Slowly. And here, obviously, I didn't watch this part, but I think it's like third, then the second, and then you sort of have to modulate the throttle. Something like this, and then here you want to brake straight. You want to use all the exit if you can.
Hi.
Hello, FR. Welcome. I'm trying to figure out.
Awesome software settings. Snetterton is my hardest track.
Awesome software settings? What do you mean? Yeah.
Snetterton.
Yeah. Snetterton is a track that I have not spent a lot of time at all. I've completed one race here. One race. I was just happy to string together multiple laps. Multiple clean laps. I was happy about that. It wasn't that I was fast or anything. It was just that I was happy that I nailed.
Doesn't look like stock ACC icons.
What? What are you talking about? Fuck's sake. Stock ACC icons? What do you mean? Let's just go out again. If you mean my HUD, part of it is stock.
I don't
part
like
of
the
it-
track dot, and I think the track don't like me.
The track hates me, as you can probably tell. I'm gonna restart because I can't have the breaker boards be. Fuck's sake. Okay. I have to remember the admin password now.
I mean, you must be running a different HUD. Sorry, wasn't trying to be a bother.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, there's two different people. I'm sorry. My apologies. My apologies. So yeah, I'm using a different HUD. You can see in the description what I'm using. I'm using a combination of different things. The tire app is from ACC Drive. The other ones are from Armamentario. I believe it's this. Nope, it's the wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna have to go and check. Okay. Okay. Now we start. Thank you very much.
Green light. Give it all you can.
And we'll go out again and try not to hit stuff. Right. Okay. Let's get back out there and see if we can string a few laps together so we can start adjusting the tire pressures. Because there's no use adjusting tire pressures unless we are actually stringing laps together. Really. And here it's second board. And then here it's just before turn-in board. And here it's, I can't remember. First or second. Here it's just a, and then it's probably second gear again. Okay, now we're getting the hang of it a little bit. Now I just have to be able to finish the lap also, because this last section of track is really annoying. I think I go down a gear too much. I'm a little bit cautious at the beginning. Okay, there we go. Alright. Warm-up lap done. Now let's try a actual timed lap. So, somewhere around here. Yeah, I braked early there. And I did double apex, and this is what I hate this track. Like, even a tiny little mistake and you're in the wall. Like, seriously. So, we can do the outlap, but as soon as we start pushing a little bit, it's a nope. It's just like, nope, no, 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 nope, nope, nope. Maybe the Mac just really sucks at this track. I don't know. Feels like it would be a good car. I feel like it should be a good car. Nice line. Okay, that was a good line. And then okay, that felt good. But again, we're on the outlap here. We're not exactly, and I don't go down to first gear, which I should do, or I don't slow down enough, I should say. And same thing again, but I managed to save it. Late apex. Oop, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't need a late apex. I don't know. There we go. Alright, let's try again without going into the wall. That would be nice. Yeah. So I'm using ACC drive. I'm using Armamentario. Both are linked in the description on YouTube. And I'm also using. I sometimes use Cruise Chief. I sometimes use ACC Results Companion. I use the Race Engineer app. What else do I use? I'm not sure really what else I use. See, that feels nice. That one felt really nice when you can keep the car steady through there. Okay, we need to adjust the tire pressures. First, we need to complete the lap. I feel like this could be accomplished this time around, and then we'll try to string a few laps together. No! 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 Why? Are you fucking serious? Now I'm starting to remember how extremely frustrating this fucking track is. Probably one of the worst tracks. Okay, so this one is one with a little bit of radius, so we'll go into second gear and then yeah, that should work. And then here is the tight radius. And this one is the quick left-hander. And then sharp. I wish I knew how to use more of the track there. It's a lot of second gear corners, I feel like. Okay. First time lap. Not ever, but sort of. 152. Ah, that sausage curve hurts. If you turn in too early, sausage curve. There we go. You can go slightly deeper than I did. And carry a bit of momentum through. It's quite a difficult track, this. Quite a difficult track. There's basically very little grip as well.
Well done, mate. That's all the best.
Ooh, there's a nasty bump. .152 seems to be the lap times that I'm getting. Nope, nope, no grip. All of a sudden, no grip because the car won't fucking turn. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 152 seems to be the reoccurring theme. Ooh, I can actually stay in third. Nice. But I risk going off. Okay, okay. Okay. And major fucking understeer. Again. There's a few corners here that I absolutely despise. And then there's a few corners that I absolutely love. The McLaren doesn't feel that great here, to be honest. It doesn't feel planted at all. Okay, 152.3. If I can even get a lap together, that is what usually I get. We'll put that in into our little spreadsheet, and 153.2. 153.307. Okay. Let's try the Audi.
Green light, give it all you can.
Okay. Let's test the Audi. It's just something about the Audi just feels better. Forgot to brake. In the wrong camera, I think. Fuck's sake. Oh, this is intense. This track is this track is basically a bunch of really difficult corners, a long straight, and then a super tricky section, which is in a very awkward shape, where you like sort of have to brake while also having a lot of steering input, which makes it very difficult to not spin the car.
Follow me, this is me, your Russell Bus.
See if we can string several laps together. So this corner, I have a problem with. This corner is just basically a tap on the brake, and then you can just keep the momentum going. First gear corner. This corner is also pretty tricky. Yeah, the Audi just feels better. It just feels more planted. It feels more like a controllable car around this track. Mach is just absolutely horrible. I would describe it almost like undrivable, to be honest. Which is sad. It's sad, but shit, I'm already doing 51s. Like, I'm already almost 2 seconds quicker.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Was that my second lap in quick succession that was valid? I think so. That is really awesome. And I forgot to brake once again. I need to figure out where the braking point is for that corner. And I'm way offline. I need to watch that track guide for a few corners here. But yeah, 151.1 so far, my fastest time overall, and yeah, pretty evident that I need to practice this track. Let's watch from the beginning here.
Gonna break between them, maybe a little bit closer to the first one, but somewhere in the middle. It's a fast first corner. We're going to double apex it coming near the curb at the start of the corner. Then we're going to coast a little bit, and around about mid-corner we're going to pick up the throttle again. And then at the end of the corner we're going to come back to the curb, which we'll see in a second. Here we go. But you want to look towards the inside where the curb is. The curb actually steps up a bit. You don't want to hit that. The car will bounce up and end your lap probably. You won't want to hit that. We're looking at the number 2 board for turn 2. We're going to brake just before that into the heavy braking zone of the hairpin we're going to enter. Don't really go onto that curb. It sort of pulls the car around, gives you a bad exit. Stay around the white line and then use that curb, that concrete on exit. For this turn, it's a bit of a weird one. You could probably stay in 3rd gear, but I shifted down to 2nd. Brake just before those 2 signs.
Just
carry as
before
much
the
speed as you can through here, keeping narrow though. Don't
Just
accelerate too early, you'll
before-
go off and invalidate your lap. But you do want to use a bit of this concrete on the exit, but it's very bumpy. I don't like using it, but it does help if you get it right. To enter this hairpin, there is the number 1 board and the number 2 board. You're gonna
Okay, hold up.
brake about halfway between them, or just before that rubbered-in line on the track.
So the second board and the first 1 board, the 1 and 2 board, middle of them.
If the
Okay.
track's rubbered in.
Okay.
And you want to have a late apex here, curl it around, and just
First
after that
gear,
pole, that's
late
about where your
apex.
apex really is. I don't get this perfect coming out of here. I get a little bit slippy and sideways. I probably could have straightened the car up a little bit first before getting the throttle down. But you can use the throttle, depending on what car you're in, you can use the throttle to help rotate out of the corner. I did that a little bit. This one, you don't use a lot of the brake. You only use about half brake, and you use it very quickly. Then you coast through here. Don't go too much. You can use the curb, but don't go into that grassy bit. You'll get flicked up. And on here, you can, same as that 1 corner before, you can use a little bit of the concrete, but it's extremely bumpy and the car doesn't like it. Here we go, we're going to brake alongside those signs, or maybe
along the sign. Yeah, because when I brake after it, and it's too late.
the touch after it. And this corner, we don't have any issues of having a bumpy car going over the curb. So use quite a lot of this curb, just don't go too far over the white line because that will be invalid. and using the throttle a little bit to help rotate out of this corner, but don't get too much oversteer because you'll have a terrible exit that way. I get away with it here, fairly smooth, and then back to the outside of the track where the end of this green stuff is. It's going to be your braking point.
Yeah,
You don't want to use too
That was what I was thinking. So the end of the green, and then very quick brake, and then coast into the corner.
much brake here as
Okay.
well, just a quick nip of the brakes. And then throw it in with a lot of speed, let the front of the car grip up again. You're going to have a late apex again, and you don't want to get the rear slipping out too much on this corner because it'll cost you your exit speed. I get a little bit sideways there, but thankfully it wasn't too bad, so I'll get away with it. Don't really go into the green stuff on the exit there, it's quite bumpy. So we're on the second long straight of the track now, coming up to one of the trickiest sections of the track. It's the final sector.
Yeah.
On the final, or on the number 1 board, we can see there we're going to brake a little bit after that and start angling
board,
towards the
okay.
corner. So brake after that.
Just
and
after
here,
the one board.
you're going to be hard on the brakes. I'm going to slow it down a little bit here. You're going to lift off the brakes as you turn where that curb begins. So you're hard on the brakes now in a straight line. And then as you turn for this curb, you're going to lift off. And then as you straighten up again, you're hard on the brakes, slowing the car down a little bit more. Now here, do not touch the sausage curb. You will mess up your lap. Avoid it, but get close to it. And have a late apex, straightening up the corner as early as you can. Getting the throttle on, you can use a little bit of this exit here. Don't stay out here for too long. Back onto the track. And this one you don't have to brake for. Somewhere around where you start turning in, you're going to lift off.
Okay, so just before the dip, you want to lift off the
Let
throttle.
it grip up, and towards the end of that little curb you saw on the inside, you start getting on the throttle again. Before there's a long right-hander here.
Hard to point out exactly where to lift here, but begin to lift before you start moving away from the apex. Use a little bit of throttle mid-corner to prevent apexing too early at the end of the turn. Okay.
It's really hard to tell you where to lift, but I'd say when the front end's fully loaded and when you're ready at apex, start lifting off. And in mid-corner, you want to just touch the throttle a little bit to stop you from getting to the inside too early. Then on this this double pole thingy here, third from the last.
Okay, so the first one, I was braking the second one. So the first one of that is where you want to brake.
One, you're going to hit the brakes and keep to the right and then give yourself a nice line for this final turn. You don't really want to use a sausage curb, but it doesn't affect you as bad as that last one. Using all the concrete on the exit here. Well, don't really go any wider than that. It'll probably be invalid. But I got away with it there. Coming out the final corner. And that's a lap at Snedderton. Could have been better. I mean, this is a really, really hard track to get right, honestly. I thought it would be a bit easier. But
1:45.5. Okay, I'm way off still. I'm 5.5 seconds off. Wait, no, 6. Yeah, 5.5 seconds off. So we have some work to do. Let's try to get a few consecutive laps in. So we can adjust the tire pressures. Okay. Full. Oh, okay. Yep. I forgot to change that. So that's 16. 16. Yeah. So. First corner, I think we have pretty good we have a pretty good idea of. Second corner, I think we have a pretty good idea of. Hairpin. This one is just before. And then between. There we go. Much better. Okay. Then here it's a touch after. There we go. Okay. That felt good. Let's see here. So okay, not quite, but sort of like there or thereabouts. And then here, you want to break it the first one. First double pull. That's what I guess what he said, right? So. Okay. There we go. Ah! Now I'm starting to mess up corner, which I should know. Well, that sucked. Whew. An hour of this. We're definitely gonna need a practice race for this. Snetterton, probably in terms of like difficulty. The different corners, figuring out different corners. I think Snetterton is amongst the most difficult. Yeah, that was not smooth. Ah! Yep, I didn't lift enough. One, two, three. Oh. Too bad the car wants to step out so much. I would have preferred to not have it step out on me like that. Oh my god. And I forgot to brake once again.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
.5. 4 to 5.5. That's still 5 seconds away, but three consecutive laps, 2 consecutive laps. Well, this one was clean, but it's not a timed lap per se. So we have 53, 51, 51, and 50. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But we're going to dial in the tire pressures now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay. So it's pretty clear the Audi feels much better than the 150.5 507. That's 3 seconds and 2/10, 3.2 seconds in difference. Right. Let's do 46.7. Let's see if we can beat 46.7 at Barcelona. So we're gonna quit here in here, and we're gonna go to our let's see. We'll go to our manager, stop that, and then we'll create a new preset. So let's look at Barcelona, and that is 28 to run. Okay, 0.05 on both. Okay, let's delete that. Let's do great. Let's do practice. 60 minutes. What hour of the day is it? Oh, it's in the middle of the night. It's a night race. Okay, so 23. And it's a Sunday. And okay, interesting. 28 ambient. 0.05. 0.05 and 2. And Barcelona. I think that's it. Nope, I forgot once again to change the track. There we go.
How is the testing going?
This is a possible new livery. This particular one is on the Aston, but looks really nice. The testing is currently suggesting that I should go Audi, but we're gonna go to Barcelona. The Barcelona race is going to be nighttime. Let's kill the music. John, I just pinged you. Delivery workshop. Take a look. See what you think. All right, let's load up the esports setup. For this one.
Have you done wet track testing just in case? Just because of that QLED that went south?
No, I haven't yet. But that QLED one caught me off guard. If I know that, that there is a possible that it's possible that it's going to be wet, then I will obviously. I mean, I do have these, and they work pretty well. They're pretty recent, and the wet doesn't really change like in the dry. So I could use these setups for wet. So yeah, I'm not too fussed. It's just that it caught me off guard. Is all. 14. So yeah, let's go out and see how we're doing in the dark at Barcelona. It could be very interesting. Visibility is also one thing that I want to try.
Hi. I am new to ACC, how can I improve?
Watch others and see if you can learn anything from others. Watch the pros, watch guides, and then practice. Currently, I'm
Probably
not.
one of my least favorite tracks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really love this track in a GT3 car, but it's okay. I'm just not very quick on it. But I have no idea what it's like in the dark as well, so. Also, this setup feels amazing though. This setup feels really, really planted and agile at the same time. Interesting. It doesn't feel, it feels very good. Way over expectation. And I broke a little bit too late there. Didn't see the corner. The visibility is pretty bad, I would say. Like the lighting is not very good. It's hard to spot the apex on some of the corners. We'll try to put together a few laps. Let's see. But yeah, John, what did you think of the suggestion from that guy, JW Designs, or whatever his name was? I think it's a little bit too much white, but at the same time, I can understand why we should incorporate white as a third color to not make it too black and red. As good a combo as black and red is, it can also be way too much of it.
I can't see anything wrong with it, to be honest.
I like it. Except maybe the stuff on the roof. And I think we should not put names on these liveries just because then we can reuse them. Oh, come on. Oh, I almost had to come to a complete stop. That was not very good. Yeah, Barcelona is definitely much more difficult in the dark. Not gonna lie. Ooh, you sort of have to guess when to turn in some places. So.
Right on, mate. The fastest time so far.
150. Oh my god. Can't get the car to turn around. I will say the car feels okay. It's just about the visibility, like when I'm braking, I can't move my eyes to the apex because there is no, like, it's completely dark. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna be slow. I'm definitely not gonna be competitive at this rate. I'm gonna miss 4 races anyway, so it's not a huge deal. .49.8, so I was over a second quicker, but because I invalidated. And I could get the car to stop. Okay, nice. I'm just gonna stop there. The tires on the left is way too cold. Let's see. We're gonna increase 3 clicks, and then 6 clicks, and 2 clicks. And I want to save this setup. Go. Esports. Race 1. 23. 23. Okay. Yeah. Please use English in my chat. I don't understand Russian. So there's no point in speaking to me in Russian because I do not understand your Russian. Anyway. Ferrari, McLaren, Audi, Porsche, Honda, Aston, Honda, Merc. 150.9, but this is... Here's where it becomes tricky, right? Because this lap time... Both of these lap times are in the dry, in daylight, where you can clearly see the track. So we're gonna put night right here. There we go. So 150.9 935. Yeah, let's try. Let's change to Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca. 28. 50% cloud level. 0 randomness. Should be pretty straightforward. I could just copy this and just use it for was it Laguna? And then and 28 ambient. So I would say the Audi gets ahead because it's a night race. So the McLaren has a problem with their lights. McLaren visibility at night is horrendous. The Audi felt much better than the McLaren on the Snetterton, and yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of things is talking for the Audi, to be honest. What is this? Oh, okay. Four hours of Suzuka. Hmm.
Green light, show them what you got. fastest lap.